This video is sponsored by PokemonStore.com, the best place for you to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that specific code card to complete your deck or just to open up some packs, they have it all. From Darkness Ablaze, Champions Pads, you name it. Look at the huge variety that they offer. Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a platform I personally use every day, and this is for European players to purchase and sell cards all across Europe, and they have lots of good stuff on here. You can actually open up an account and start selling yourself or buy a fantastic amount of products from people all across Europe. So definitely check out both of my sponsors, PokemonStore.com as well as Card Market. And as a little addition, if you go to Pokemon Store, you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your next order. So definitely do so. You'll help me out a ton. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. Today it's time to get your green Zard list back from the dead, because this is actually a list that works out pretty well. We have Mr. Soda King, very nice player that put this deck back on the map, so a huge shout out to him. Even getting into top 4 in some certain tournaments online, so it is doing well. Why is this deck good? Well, glad you asked. We are going to be running the Volcanion with the Flare Starter, being able to accelerate 3 energies. We've seen it before in the Scorch list, but this time around we're using Charizard and Braixen-GX. 180, actually 2 shots anything in the game, and you can search your deck for 3 cards and put them directly into your hand. That could be something like Hyper Potion and Welder once again, so you have of course the healing aspect going around. You can get yourself the Power Plant if you're up against certain decks that run a lot of GX abilities, for instance Orcorio GX, the Danny GX. Very great against Baby Blind players or Pikarom players if they're still playing Pikarom. You might think, well, tag teams are done for because the Eternatus VMAX just one-shots this. Well, that's where you're wrong. We have the Heat Fire Energy providing 20 extra HP. We have the Big Charm providing 30 extra HP. So these will become like 320 HP monsters at the bare minimum. Could be even better if you get more of these special energies onto this. So very tanky. We have Great Potion healing 50 instantly. We have Hyper Potion healing 120 instantly. We have Mallow Lana healing 120 instantly. So you can of course heal a whole lot of damage in combination. Like this in total is actually 240, 290. So you can actually heal off an entire complete turn of Eternatus VMAX. There's still RESHIZARD in here. Double Blaze GX goes through stuff like for instance, the Decidueye or Altaria, that special effect that you cannot hit them with GXs. But we also have 4 Volks for that, so that is not the big issue right here. I also love the fact that we can use the Scoop Up Net to get rid of Volcanion instantly, so the opponent will have to go through like a couple of these fellas. So also Scoop Up Net allows Volcanion to retreat out of the active position, or you can use something like Switch Cards. Why is this good? Well, glad you asked. We're going to be using Brilliant Flare 180, and then we're going to get ourselves some cards like Team Grunt. In combination like with the Lieutenant Surge strategy could be very crazy. You could be using like Lieutenant Surge, Team Grunt, and use Boss Zard on something else to knock it out. Everything's possible with Green Zard. You always want to go second since you can have the full effect of Flare Starter, but it's also a Green's Exploration deck, and after rotation we are not able to play down supporters on the first turn of the game. So that's why you always want to go second. We're going to see if this list is any good. So I'm very skeptical on Green Zard. I beat it a bazillion amount of times before, at the times where we were able to play physical tournaments. I beat a whole lot of them because I was playing like Blacephalon, and Blacephalon has a good matchup against RESHIZARD based decks because you can take 3 prize cards per huge K on a GX. The Power Plant is a very nice way we can go about it. So we'll see. Yeah, Mr. Soda King, we'll see what your deck is capable of. It is stated here that it has a great matchup against Eternatus as well as ADPization, but we still have to make sure we are able to showcase that in this video. Always want to go second because this deck will most of the time start with a Volcanion, and if you start with Volcanion, you can get of course the full effect of a Flare Starter. This list, funny enough, also only plays 3 Quick Balls. I cannot promise you guys that we will win, but we're going to try our best to showcase that Green Zard is very much alive. Okay, we have a Green's Exploration. We go second. We have Tackle, so we might as well get that as well. We still don't have an energy, so if we would top deck an energy, that would be fantastic. We're up against none other than Arceus Dialga Palkia. If we're able to Welder once onto the Reshiram and use it twice, we can actually slap a huge amount of damage. That's 300, knocking out that ADP instantly. But for that to work out, we need to top deck something like at least one yeah, some fire energies like Giant Hearth could be like a way we can go about this as well. This list is not running stuff like Crobat V, is not running stuff like the Decklist GX, so we're gonna have to use green to get our stuff instantly. And I'm also very afraid that he's gonna get that Ultra Creation GX off instantly. That will leave us in a very rough scenario. Also, if he slaps 180, we can undo that turn completely because we have lots of healing capabilities. The Cape of Toughness going down to that Zacian, not that it matters too much because we are a fire deck, so we can do that. Oh, Intrepid Sword going along. We'll see if we have a great matchup against ADP Zacian. It looks pretty scary to say the least. Okay, tackle first. What are we able to get? This, Cynthia Caitlin, as well as Charizard Braixen. And there is a couple of things in here, for sure. We don't have all the good stuff just yet. Like the Brilliant Flare is awesome, like 180, vanilla 180 and getting everything we want. Sounds pretty good. Okay, green first. We can also like use the Great Catcher, so he's stuck with the Dedenne, so he needs to resort to a switch or attach for the turn. He already used one switch, so I wonder if we should do that, because if he gets Ultra Creation GX off, it doesn't matter because he still needs to take like 2 KOs anyhow. So I wonder if he's gonna do that or not. Here we go with green first. The green will allow us to find Energy Spinner, which gets 3 energies from the deck instantly. And what else might we possibly need? Maybe a Power Plant so we can slow the opponent. Also, Power Plant is very good, but he can also resort to like Crobat V. We already have Welder in hand, so that is very busted. Okay. So reset stamp, nope. Tool Scrapper can also lower the amount of HP. He's probably not gonna take a KO anyhow, so Hyper Potion? Like, yeah, we Welder, we attack, we use Hyper Potion in combination with the... I actually want to be using Mallow Lana over the Welder, so maybe the better approach would be like getting that Big Charm equipped, although he could have... this is also not necessary, to be honest. I'm gonna slap down the Power Plant for now. Could stay in play because ADP Zacian lists typically only run like Chaotix well. Let's use the Energy Spinner here. 1, 2, 3 energies right from the bat. We don't have a switch card just yet, but I assume that we will be able... I think attacking with Charizard Braixen is probably the better approach here. Like, we can attach here, then slap 230. Could be a way out. Like, we can use Mallow Lana and then switch over to this fella. Or attach here, and then we can attach its energies from the discard pile. Still not sure what to do in a scenario like this. If we attach here, we can slap 230, which is actually not too shabby. While we can heal off, I'm just gonna attach 1 energy over there and just call it a day for now. We can use Great Catcher later. While we can heal off all that incredible damage with Mallow Lana, we still need to find a physical copy of Switch, by the way. Hammer time? Okay. That is pretty irrelevant, so our attach of the turn was pretty useful. Actually, useless. He can use something like Marnie. He could do that. And then use Ultra Creation GX, but we have like Mallow Lana with Volcanion Scoop Up Net is a way out. That's still a lot of stuff we need to do in order to get there. Okay. I wonder. He cannot resort to Dedenne right now, so that is at least good. Like, these lists typically run 2 Dedenne GX. He can go for Crobat. He can go for Mawile. Okay, another ADP. I love seeing another ADP here because that is our... Maybe he just puts it away. Throwing it away. Yeah, for sure. Okay. ADP in the active slot. Charizard facing down. Okay, there is the Crobat. So Power Plant. Not too big of a deal because he can just still draw like a couple of cards. Maybe there's another insta-playable card that he can make sure that he uses his Crobat for more cards. 3 Metal Energy in the discard pile is also pretty scary because he can go with the approach of... Yeah, he can Metal Saucer and just go in the offensive with Zacian. Maybe that is a way. He can energy switch the energy from ADP. Okay, there is the research coming along. So, ooh, Crobat and Dedenne. So we got rid of Dedenne thanks to the huge power of Power Plant. So no more drawing cards. Presumably. He's probably searching for a way to just get this ADP out of the active position while using Switch and Saucers. Looks pretty intense. We can Welder, use Great Catcher on the Dedenne and knock that out with the... Yeah, unfortunately our energy has been removed thanks to that annoying Crushing Hammer. We also didn't start with Volcanion, by the way. It's gonna be a slow grind from here on out. Wonder if he has any Marnies. If he has Marnies, it's gonna be very bad for us because these kind of lists do not appreciate that at all. Okay, energy switch coming down to that Zacian. Zacian's probably gonna go on the offensive instantly and gonna try and attack us. The good news is we can KO him instantly with Outrage if that happens. Okay, there is the switch card. And he has 270 HP, believe it or not. That means we need to slap 140, and he's gonna be able to just put so much damage onto us that we are able to use the Outrage no problems asked. I wonder, he also doesn't have access to another Dedenne or a Crobat. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Okay, another Zacian. He's just gonna go on the offensive. We are probably gonna try to heal that damage off completely and gonna go crazy with the RESHIZARD. The good news is we can Outrage, so we can still have our GX move for that ADP on the bench. Okay, 230 freaking damage. Okay. Like these weak Pokemon like Mawile can actually get the upper hand over here, so might as well just Welder first. Yeah, Weldering first. Ta-ta! 2 energies might be plenty. Okay, we can get away of all that damage very shortly, but first. He also didn't use Alter Creation GX just yet. Might as well slap down one of these fellas. We can still scoop up that later. We have Great Catcher, we have another Quick Ball. Actually don't need any of these cards just yet, so we're just gonna play it safely. Like, I don't want him knocking us out with something weak like a Mawile. Like, we have one Pokemon on the bench, so might as well just use Hyper Potion. Actually, the Great Potion, healing ourselves up a little bit, and we still have, of course, access to the Outrage to knock out the Zacian. So, Outrage plenty. And now, without the use of, like, there's still Power Plant sticked on the field, and we still have Yell Grunt, so we can slow the opponent down. He might actually draw, there's 7 energies in his discard pile. That means if there's 1 metal energy prized, he will need to find 3 metal saucers in order to attack us. Also, if this fella goes down, it isn't a problem. Also, if he uses Alter Creation GX, it's not a problem because we have Yell Grunt. He might Marnie us to a low hand size, that could happen. But seeing as, like, even this guy, only 70 damage, is not gonna be doing the job just well. He needs 3 energy. So I was afraid a little bit of, like, a Pokemon that can attack for 2 energy, so that's why we used the Great Potion instantly. Not that we needed it, but it's still a safety measurement right here. And also we have Great Catcher. Yeah, the Mawile, I knew this was coming. Like, 70 damage in total is still not knocking us out. So even, like, with 2 Metal Saucers, we don't have a lot of Pokemon in hand. Only 1, to say the least, so... with the Mawile, he still doesn't knock us out thanks to our fantastic Great Potion play. Calyx Well comes in place, so our Giant Hearth will become irrelevant during the rest of the game because this game is probably not going to be lasting too much longer. And the good news is we can safely like Welder on something and use Great Catcher at the same time while taking 2 prize cards, which is bonkers. Or we can use Team Yell Grunt, which is also a way we can get that Water type energy from the ADP back into the hand. I wonder what we should do. Metal Saucer is coming live, so we actually need to set something up here. We definitely need to draw into some energies, like Fire Crystal is also a good approach here. We can use Hyper Potion, healing ourselves up completely if we draw into like Fire Crystal. Yeah, Energy Switch coming along. Yo, ADP, hello. ADP doing classical stuff. Is he gonna be able to have the Switch card? How many Switch cards in his discard pile? Okay, no Switch card whatsoever. That is very, very interesting. We can Great Catcher and Welder at the same time. Yeah, this is actually not what we need. We can like use the Yell Grunt, which is irrelevant. We can use Hyper Potion. Like a green would be better. A green would be way better right here. He already used this scenario, so I'm actually gonna go with Pokegear. Finding ourselves a Boss's Orders. Boss's Orders could get rid of the Zacian instantly. And the Zacian is the only thing that could keep us down. He can also use... yeah, Zacian is pretty good though. A green is probably better. Probably better, okay. If he goes on the offensive with this fella, it's going to be crazy. We actually need to find ourselves a way to attack once again. Flare Start. He's gonna go with Alter Creation GX or he's going to knock us out. Either thing that happens, it's very, very scary. We can Great Catcher, put some damage on this fella. But we still don't have energies, so that is the scary part about this. What to do, what to do? The green could get ourselves instantly some stuff. Maybe we should get the green up and rolling. So Fire Crystal, not what we need. Scoop up that Tool Scrapper. Like 2 Giant Hearts is good. Lieutenant Surge, Big Charm. He's gonna slap 180, right? 180. That's 360. We're never getting to that number. So 2 of these will be very, very nice. We're playing it nice and slowly. We definitely want to get rid of that Chaotic Swell for now. This guy does need more energy, so yeah, maybe we should have waited with that scenario. Like, this guy can also, like, with Boss's Orders take down this fella, so that is pretty awesome. And we have Mallow Lanas as well to work with that, so I'm actually going to get rid of the Switch card. No, not the Switch card, the Quick Ball, as well as the Pokegear. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Getting ourselves a Dedenne or the Mawile. The Mawile is also something easily we can knock out, so I think I will go for Dedenne instead. Dedenne 180, this is fine. Taking ourselves a classic Dedenne. Also slapping this down, so we have a little bit of an edge. This guy can attack at one point. Let's go with classic Outrage. Outrage is doing so much stuff in this video, it's unreal. We only need to take 2 more prize cards. Let's see here. We have Welder again. Where are the energies? And a Volcanion. Okay, we do have Giant Heart, so we can Welder onto Volcanion and then next turn go for Boss's Orders. So Boss's Orders can get herself the victory on Mawile as well as Zacian. I wonder what he's gonna do. If he goes for Ultimate Ray, he still needs to knock out another one of these fellas, and I wonder if he's gonna be able to do it. If he goes for Ultra Creation GX, he's pretty much done for, because with the Boss's Orders, we get the game. So he probably knows that already. So I do expect an Ultimate Ray to come down here. If not, it's gonna be fantastic for us. We can just get some damage on there and then the game is fine either way. Oh boy, look at this green Zard go. This is just plain RESHIZARD. We haven't even used getting 3 cards from the deck, which is even more insane with this kind of a list. Ultimate Ray, and the good news is he only has like no energies left in the deck, so that Ultimate Ray is irrelevant. Just putting up some damage, it's totally fine for us. Yo, 1 energy. Does he have more? I don't think so. 2. Oh yeah, he has an extra energy. He has 9 physical copies of that energy. Okay, fine. Alright, maybe has some more hammers left. I only see 1 hammer for now, but probably gonna be trying to get that yeah, that reset stamp coming along. Okay. Giant Heart. Getting rid of classic Volcanion. 2 energies is reset stamp. There's 2 copies of reset stamp still left in here. Also our HP buffing scenario is still here. Let's go with classic Welder. Also getting the Pokegear right here. He could stamp us as well, so leave that Pokegear just in the deck as it is. Let's go. 2 energies coming down on our Braixen Zard. There is no reset stamp. We still haven't attached after turn, so we can just attach here and go for the Flare Starter. Yeah, Flare Starter it is. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Pretty good to me. Just need to find... Yeah, we have the Boss's Orders in hand, so we'll see. We have Fire Crystal. The Giant Heart is live. He only has like 1 Chaotic Swell in these lists typically, so whatever happens, it's going to be awesome. The Pokegears are still left, so we still have 2 Pokegears. We still have 2 Boss's Orders left, so we should be able to get this. He hasn't used Ultra Creation GX, so at this point he needs to like boss this guy and put some damage onto it. We have 270 HP, so there's no way he can get the damage on, not even with weird cards like this. I would have wished we got the reset stamp here. Okay, there's the Boss's Orders coming down on our Braixen Zard. He's gonna be putting up some damage. If he puts the reset stamp and we don't draw, yeah, we're probably gonna draw into an energy anyhow, but we need our Boss's Orders. Okay, just Ultimate Ray, I guess. That's pretty puny. Yeah, our Volcanion could have been a way out as well as this guy. This guy would have been able to survive anyhow. So ADP is going down, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, be sure to mash the like button at this specific point in the video. So let's get ourselves 3 energies from the discard pile. We can even Welder onto Volcanion. Not that we need that, but energy right here. And then we boss the Zacian. And yeah, that's gonna be well played. Braixen Zard taking the victory here. Brilliant Flame. That's 150, and yeah, we can search our deck for 3 cards, and at this point I would have picked Reset Stamp, another Boss's Orders, and maybe like the Team Jesse shenanigans. Like Team Jesse with Reset Stamp is deadly, I bet you that, like getting rid of 2 cards instantly, fantastic. We're gonna be playing one more game with Braixen Zard. It surprised me very well that it is played so good, so ADPization going down thanks to this fantastic deck. The good news is, like, even if they use Ultra Creation GX, they still need to go to 2 of these tag teams, so that doesn't matter. Against ADPization, you have a good matchup. Against Eternatus, I think with the more amount of HP, they will have a hard time. They will need a lot of scoop up nets to go through these kind of fellas, and if they don't one-hit KO you, I think you have the upper hand because you can Reset Stamp as well as use Team Yelgrand, which is very great against Eternatus. We lost the coin flip, does not matter at all. The opponent will decide who goes first. Oh, it's Gengar 101. I've played against that person before. We'll see what he does. If he goes first, it's gonna be good for us. If he goes second, it's gonna be bad. Because, yeah, we can get that first turn attachment, but we cannot get the full effect of Flare Starter going along, which is something you always want. Okay, he's doubting what to do. The Great Potion also came in clutch very much with that Mallow GX. Otherwise, we might have lost. Okay, let's see here. We start with a Volcanion. Hey ho, that's awesome. We have green in hand. We have Flare Starter, Madness. This seems to be like an okay hand. What does he have? What are we playing against? Oh, it's also Fire. Great Potion? Nah, he's also playing Green Zard. Okay. Yes, to the rest of the tree. Oh, there we go. Look at all these cards. Okay, he starts first, which is terrible. Yeah, we are playing Green Zard. I think we should go on the offensive with the Charizard and Braixen, to be honest. Let's just attach this guy on the bench. Yeah, we can use Flare Starter as well, so it's gonna be awesome. So this is a mirror match, so either way, whoever wins, this deck is legit. It's also being popularized very much. So as again said, Mr. Soda King, thank you for providing us with the deck list. Right now, he's getting Braixen Zard out first. Reset Stamp! Okay. What do we get? This is a terrible hand. He like did insane. Oh, we also have Jesse James, by the way, which could be hilarious. Okay, let's put this over here. We have like 140 HP. Still not doing the trick though. These fellas are ridiculous. We can use this, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Team Rocket. He has to discard 2 cards from his hand. If there's one supporter in here, I would be sad. Okay, let's get rid of the Great Catcher and the Power Plant. And let's go with the Flare Starter. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We don't have anything. Like 1. Okay, let's go. We have a Volcanion set up. Hooray! We can actually slap 110. He only has 2 cards in hand. 1 attachment. He can go for Flare Starter, I guess. That's what he can do. Oh yeah, his heart is completely broken. We can Flare Starter as well, but I think we should go on the offensive to draw a prize card and go from there. High Heat Blast. If he has the, and if he draws into an energy, is bad. If he has the, we'll see. Tackle. Ooh, providing himself with Cynthia Caitlin. If it's priced, Cynthia Caitlin. Okay, Cynthia Caitlin is not priced. He can go for Mallow Lana if need be, but he's going for Cynthia Caitlin. And he gets himself the Surge. Surge is very, very busted. I think he will go for a Flare Starter once again. Maybe we should have won with a Flare Starter. Either way, we take the first prize card for sure. Not that it matters too much because he's relying on all these fellas. Okay, let's see. What do we get? We get the Welder, but no energy. So hopefully... yeah, hopefully we will get a good hand next turn. Hell, let's go. High Heat Blast. Kacha! He gets 3 cards from the deck instantly with Braixen Zard. So, prize card. Ugh. It is an energy. Okay, we are off. We get an energy. We can get our own Braixen Zard. Give up these 2 prize cards, which are irrelevant, by the way. He already uses the Surge, the green for, I don't know, Stamp. What can he use? Like, he can use the Team Jesse. He can use Jesse James if he wants to, putting ourselves to 2 cards. But then we're going to actually discard Scoop Up Net as well as Big Charm. So That's not the biggest issue in the world. Attach 5 basic energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon any way you like is the GX move here. Okay, if we have 2 energies attached here, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. Burned and confused. Could be... Okay, he welders onto the RESHIZARD on the bench. Well. Yeah, green for all that good stuff. Brilliant Fair also getting 3 cards instantly from the deck. And the Giant Heart is live. Oh, okay. We need... He has 180, so that's 360. We actually... can get ourselves to 360. Yeah, we actually need way too many stuff. 360, like, he's automatically going to 2-shot us. There's no way around it. Okay. Let's get this fella up and rolling. This one, that one, and the Giant Heart. Ta-ta-ta. It's Welder time. We have 290 HP on that Braixen Zard. Tackle. RESHIZARD 230 instantly. It's pretty good. Cynthia Caitlin, pretty good. These are all pretty dang. Also, Mallow Lana could help out if we have more HP. Mallow Lana, interesting. Mallow Lana, nah. We're gonna take Cynthia Caitlin. Our hand is actually not too good here. And we can also get some damage up here and then finish it off with this fella. We're gonna stamp him to a low hand size. Do we already have Great Catcher? It's already in the discard pile, so that's very sad. Very sad. You can reset stamp us as well. I'm gonna leave these cards for Jesse James' play, so let's go with High Heat Blast. Kacha! 110. This guy has 290. That means if he doesn't get a Big Charm or a Heat Fire Energy, we should be able to get this. If he has access to his Big Charm, we still have Tool Scrapper in here, so we can still finish him off with a simple like Tool Scrapper later, which could be okay. Also, the reset stamp is necessary because he used Brilliant Flare once again. Okay, there's another Welder coming down, but next time we do have access to Brilliant Flare, which gets 3 cards from the deck instantly. So ooh, he already has 2 Pokemon set up. This guy can actually slap 300 damage. 300 is way too much. That means we actually need to get that Big Charm equipped at ASAP. Okay, what now? 180? Yeah, that Big Charm would have helped us out a lot against that RESHIZARD shenanigans. Like 300 goes through any effect, so the Big Charm is an effect. So I think that goes through the Big Charm, I think. Any effects? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. We have Cynthia Caitlin, which can get back a Welder, which is awesome. Also, this Big Charm is irrelevant if we are able to... Yeah, we're definitely gonna get the Tool Scrapper anyhow, which is totally nuts. If only... Yeah, this would be better. Like, 200 is not the number you want. We're gonna get KO first, though, so that's awesome. The Great Potion could get ourselves healed up with... He's slapping 230, right? He is slapping 230 damage. Let's get rid of this. Getting ourselves the last fire energy from our deck. Tool Scrapper is in here, which is awesome. Like, if we have like 290 right now with the Big Charm, that's 320. With healing and Great Potion, 320. That puts ourselves at 130, 130, 180. 180. Like, we have 130 HP and he slaps 180. That means 210. We still survive, I think. But this guy is still using that insanely crazy move right there. So I think the better plan for us is to set up this guy on the bench. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but that does make it hard for the opponent to use that attack once again. He will need to like retreat, but this guy gets knocked out anyhow, so yeah, put a supporter back. Let's get rid of the... I don't want to get rid of the Great Potion, but I think we have to here. Let's get the Welder back. Okay, a reset stamp could be nice. Like 180. With 2 of these, that's 40, that's 70 extra HP. Still getting the KO here with that kind of an attack. So I'm actually going to set this guy up. Let's slap down an attachment over here. Actually, weldering onto this guy is better. We got energies anyhow, so let's get this energy over there. Let's get the Big Charm equipped over here. If he knocks us out, we reset stamp him and go from there. Let's go. Brilliant Flare action. 180. Yeah. What do we want? We want our, maybe we want a Welder for this fella. We already have Welder, right? So Fire Crystal. Let's get ourselves Tool Scrapper. And we're going to be behind in prize cards, right? So this, like we can search, we can green, we can Welder. Getting another energy, not necessary. Like we can green, we can Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper, yeah, this is probably the best approach here. Or maybe double weldering. Double weldering is also a thing that I do love, where we don't have Fire Crystal. Like if we have Fire Crystal, we can maybe double welder. But I will be taking this green. Okay, it's going a little bit slow, I know. We can Lieutenant Search, we can green, we can Scrapper, knock this guy out. He has 290 HP, we know that. We can Tool Scrapper, get 3 prize cards, use the Lieutenant Search first, before we take the prize cards, yeah, for sure. Yeah, just knock us out, it's fine. It's totally fine. Reset stamp, no! Braixen Zard plays. Oh boy. We do have Welder and Fire Crystal, but our Tool Scrapper is gone. We definitely need that Tool Scrapper to KO this fella. Okay, he already is setting this guy up like to be a huge monster right here. Okay, we can get 1 energy over here. Then with Lieutenant Search, you can Welder twice onto the RESHIZARD. How many energies in here? He has so many options right now, it is unreal. Okay, what to do right now? Oh well, what do you know? What do you know? 4 energies over here. We can Welder first. Maybe we can get... Yeah, don't need the Braixen Shizzle anymore. Okay, Lieutenant Search is in there. Maybe we can get it, thanks to the Pokegear. Maybe we don't. We do not. We do not. We do have another green, which is not too bonkers. Before we do that, let's just go for Tool Scrapper. Knock this guy out, which is very funny. Okay, we take 3 prize cards. Hey ho! Now we just need to like get some damage with Volcanion. Come on, reset stamp. We need to draw a reset stamp from the Welder in order to just get this game. Yeah, Energy Spinner, irrelevant. So how many... There's 1 stamp in there. If we get the stamp, we might just get a shot. That means he doesn't have the boss's orders. We can also stamp him right now and start using the attack, but then that's also not gonna work out in our favor. We can stamp him, but then he knocks us out with Double Blaze or another attack, so that's not a way we can win. Welder onto Charizard, come on. Big Charm. Yeah, not what we want. Not what we want at all. Yeah, let's go with the High Heat Blast. So now it all depends. Imagine his last 2 prize cards being boss's orders and boss's orders, right? Maybe boss's orders are still in the bottom of his deck. Maybe one of the prize cards. Let's just hope. We only have 300 HP. No. This guy does have a huge amount of HP. Look at that. Okay, there's the boss. That's well played. There's nothing we could have done. He like stamped us at the correct time. But this is Braixen Zard for you fellas. Definitely check it out for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to mash the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video very, very shortly. See you guys then. Also, just as a little disclaimer, or actually shout out here, we're gonna actually be giving away another card market coupon code for €5. Yeah, that's for European players. It is a perfect platform for you guys to just purchase and sell cards for yourself. So 1 coupon code for €5 for a new card market user. Definitely let me know what you're gonna buy if you are the person that claimed it. And if you're looking for TCGO code cards, definitely go check out Potown Store. They have a huge variety of code cards, from promo cards like Zacian to the Dene Trainer Toolkits, TCGO code cards. They have everything. So definitely check out my sponsor, and I'll see you guys in the next video very, very shortly. Peace out.